they wouldn't think that I'm gonna steal something because I'm driving a luxury car. Why wouldn't they not use? Oh, well, drug dealers have
So the
luxury
drug
cars too. I
dealers.
was like, oh my god, why couldn't you make? And then this is what I told the guys: why couldn't you make me a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer? You went straight to being a drug dealer.
Yeah, I think it might be when I yell.
Maybe you should shot food dap. Anyways. Welcome back, y'all. You're tuned into Roots to Reality. It's your boy Kevin B. the Brand alongside.
Yeah, girl, Shou the vibe enhancer.
Yo, you paused for a second. Like I really thought, like, girl, we've been rocking and rolling. Please don't tell me you're about to mess
This
this up.
this is we're not gonna do this with you. Anyway.
What, you don't believe in Jesus?
Don't do that. Don't listen.
Amen.
Let me tell you something.
You say you're not gonna do it
The
with me. I
the
said I believe in
last
Jesus. I'm not gonna do this with you.
Let me tell you something. The struggle of the last few weeks and the miracles that have been happening in the last 72 hours, there is no way. There is
My
no
whole
way.
life is a miracle. every day, man. I'm like, oh man,
You
what
wake
a
up, you're like,
blessing. Thank you, Jesus.
thank you, God.
You
Thank
did not
you.
have to wake me up today, but you did for some reason.
You sure did.
So I'm going to take advantage of this
I
24.
got something to do apparently today, so I guess let's get to it.
You still flowing through me, Lord Jesus. Even though those want to stereotype me day in and day out, to include my co-host. So that's what we got for you guys today, man. We're going to talk about who I am versus what you see, the identity of stereotyping.
Yes. How do we get here?
This is one of the episodes where, you know, when we sitting there, we're recording certain things, we be like, hey, hold on 1 second before I finish this thought. We both have red heads on today.
We both have red hats. Well, technically, mine is copper. Thank you.
Well, it looks red because of your lighting. But anyways,
It does.
this conversation came from like legitimately, like most of our episodes is just in simple conversations, and we were like, nah, we're gonna dissect this a little more.
I upset
And
him,
it kind of
guys.
started the first time. I want to say is episode 4 or 5 when Shou asked me, "How do I dress going to work?"
That's episode 2.
Episode 2, and I said, "How you see me?" Because legit, that's how I go to work. You know, it's wintertime. I throw on a hoodie, I throw on some jeans, and depending on the day, it's some Timbs or some Jordans. You know what I mean? I think I still look perfectly fine. I throw a pea coat on with it, a little beanie. You know, it's that.
So you're
It's
confused.
that cool professional look that I be going for. You know what I mean? This girl want to judge me because of how I went to work, right?
Yep, absolutely.
But I'm still me when I show up, whether I'm wearing a 3-piece suit or if I'm wearing a hoodie and some jeans. So you out here stereotyping, and I could only imagine what others think of me. So we're gonna break it down today. Let's have this conversation. Let's put it out there. Stereotyper.
No, but you know what? We have to. It was funny because so that was the first time I publicly judged you. And then what made you say, we're going to talk about this on a podcast was this past weekend when, what did you do? Oh, we were FaceTiming and then your phone died on 1%. And it wasn't even 2 o'clock.
Oh yeah,
in the afternoon.
you was judging me.
I was judging you because you said, my phone died. I will just ask somebody to, use a charger. And I said, you are out here.
That's what it was. You're right.
Yep. I said, you are out here in a hoodie. And ain't nobody.
Let me tell the people the story on how judgy your ass was. All right, guys. So I wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
On a Saturday,
By 2 in the
guys.
afternoon. By 2 in the afternoon, while your guys are just getting the real crust out of your eyes, I done lived 3 times already. You know what I mean? I'm on social media. I'm doing posts. I'm reading certain articles. I'm doing certain things. My phone's blowing up. I got real estate that I got going on. I got a truck company. So I'm checking up on the apps to see where my driver is and also. So excuse me if my battery runs out a little bit faster than normal, right? And I carry power banks and I carry car chargers. And I have chargers in my office
clearly.
and all of this stuff, right? Shut foot dap. Let me finish the story. So this particular day, In case y'all don't know, I purchased a new vehicle. So I just cleaned out everything out of my vehicle. When I cleaned it out, I took out the charger. I left the stupid clip, but I left the charger, right? I took out the charger. So my battery is running low. I'm leaving Fall River from showing a unit that I have out there. And on the way home, I'm like, man, my battery's at 1%. Mind you, when I saw that I was at 1%, my wife's in the car with me. I go, well, Caden's with his mom, so he's good, and you're right here beside me. Other than that, the world could wait until I get home and put this on a charger. Loans belong to me. No, I want to call my co-host Shou and talk to her about something, forgetting that I'm on 1%. And I'm literally looking at the exit to my house. I'm literally 2 minutes. Once I get off the exit, it's 2 minutes to get to my house. And the phone decides right when I'm about to get off the exit to cut off on this girl. And then she gonna text me and says, your phone is rude. And because I could see it on my watch, because I got all my Apple gizmos. So I could text. I could have even taken the phone call through my watch, but my wife hands me her phone and was like, oh, I'll call her back for you. So then she wants to start judging. So you walking
Absolutely.
around here and blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, if it was a really extreme situation and I didn't have my charger or my power bank, then I would have found a good Samaritan to let me use their phone. And she goes, and I half-ass quote because I don't know exact words. She goes, while you're wearing a hoodie and all that, looking how you looking, ain't nobody gonna give you their phone and all that other stuff. I'm like,
1,000%.
wow.
I
And then it
wouldn't.
started to make me think, we need to talk about this. In the case of a fucking emergency, are you letting somebody use your phone?
No.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'll let somebody use my phone, but I'm gonna look at you and see what you look like first. So there is a little bit of stereotypical in me also, because like if you look like you're about to take off with my phone the moment I give it to you, then you ain't using that shit. Because I'm not chasing somebody, and I'm not drawing down on somebody also over a phone.
You can have
It
the
ain't
phone
worth
at
it.
this point.
Yeah, I done gave away $1,200. Here, goodbye, God
Listen.
bless.
No, but let's and you know what, audience, I really, really want you to come into the caption, I said caption, into the comments and tell the truth. If a black man, you know what?
You was about
I'm
to
not
say
even,
something else. Go ahead though.
you know what? I'm not even going to say black man because I wouldn't give anybody wearing a hoodie. Oh, to be completely honest, I probably wouldn't give anybody at all to use my phone.
So
But
if I'm wearing a button down and some slacks and some shoes, you're
you
gonna
could have
give it
just
to
came
me.
from court.
Good night. Why I gotta go to? And that's just something else you did. You did in that conversation also. I think you put me like,
Drug
what did you
dealers.
say?
You
Yeah,
said
you said
I'm
I was a
driving a
drug dealer.
luxury car. I said so do drug
Yes.
dealers.
I said, oh, they wouldn't think that I'm gonna steal something because I'm driving a luxury car. Why wouldn't they not use? Oh, well, drug dealers have
So do
luxury
drug
cars too. I
dealers.
was like, oh my god, why couldn't you make? And then this is what I told the guys: why couldn't you make me a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer? You went straight to being a drug dealer.
Yeah, I did.
This is
I
what you
did.
think of me. Because I'm
I
black
mean,
in a hoodie, I'm a drug dealer.
yeah, yeah, with no phone because your burner phone
I
was
have a
taken
phone,
away.
you jerk. I'll show the person the phone like, hey, my phone just died. I
Could
have
be
an
a burner.
emergency.
You could
Do
have
you
stole that
mind?
phone.
And if I'm a drug dealer, I'm gonna hand them $100 too. 2 minutes.
Even
Two
worse.
minutes to use
Even
your
worse.
phone.
So
Here,
now
$100.
you're spreading your drug money.
I'm done with your ass. You know what? Carry the damn show yourself. Go. Bye.
No, but
Now I'm a
I
drug dealer giving out drug money.
but I will say, I own my judgmental mindset. And I will have no problem. I love her to death, but I blame my mom. My mother had a stereotype for every culture. And to be fair, growing up in our time, it wasn't as bad to stereotype or judge other cultures. Like it was bad, but you weren't getting canceled like you are now. Like if you say the wrong thing about the wrong person, that's it. You're done. Your career is over. You'll never see the light of success again. Back then, we,
Sometimes. Some people can survive.
yeah. But back then, we could say anything about anybody.
Oh, buddy. I
You
still
might
try to
get into a
you
fight
you
and then
you look at
and
it
go
right
about your
now.
day.
We're the wrong generation. Cause like we're young enough to know that it's kind of wrong, but
Mhm.
big enough to but old enough, but old enough to realize like I don't give a fuck. This is
Did you
how it's
die?
taught. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like what the fuck?
it
Like
made
there's
you thick,
certain
it made
things.
you stronger.
There's certain things, boy. I be seeing it happening and sayings. I be like, oh, okay, bite your tongue, Kevin. Bite your
Do you
tongue.
okay, so actually, and I mean, we'll get back to the show topic, but what did I say to Bernard the other day? No, Ramses gave me something and then took it back. And then I was like, "Ugh, you Indian giver." Renard cussed me out. He was like, "Why would you say that? Like, that is so politically incorrect. Like, why would you like, that's wrong." And I was just like, "Whoa." Like, so you don't remember saying that when you were a child? Like, he was like, "That is racial profiling and this," and I was just like, "Oh my god." Like, I'm sorry, Ramses, for calling you out of your I was like, "Okay, so what do you call it?" He was like, "Not that." Like, so,
So what
um,
do you call it?
I don't know. There's no I guess I don't know. There's no word. There's no actual word for it. But that's what it was or what
Everything nowadays is politically incorrect. Everybody's
everything.
sensitive. Um, and don't get me twisted. There's certain things that that we use and say. I understand that
Mhm,
there's some undertones to it, and
mhm,
there's things where one might be offended by it, right?
mm,
But know my heart, people. Like, I'm not coming for nobody. I honestly don't care enough to come for anybody, to be
mhm,
honest. Live your life, I'm living my life.
mm.
I'm 41, guys. 41. I'm a little bit stuck in my ways. The stripes are there. Anyways, before we jump off topic, let's get back to
Like
stereotyping
a
people.
zebra, his stripes are there. Okay, so I will give you the Google definition. Well, the Oxford definition. The Oxford
Definitely. You want me to read it?
no, I don't have it in our notes. I just Googled it right now. The Oxford definition of stereotype is a widely held but fixed and oversimplified image or idea of a particular type of person or thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Stereotypes are oversimplified, generalized, and often inaccurate beliefs about groups of people based on gender, race, age, or nationality.
Inaccurate. Very key word there. Very
Very,
key word.
very key word. But we can't go without saying that we were raised on stereotypes. Like there was even to the cartoons that we watched,
Hmm.
there were stereotypes. I mean, and how many shows now, and I don't know if you still watch Disney movies, but have you noticed that at the beginning of every old school Disney movie is like a disclaimer about, "Oh, this was created and no offense," like pretty much excusing any racial disrespect within that movie that was like, they all have it now. Like, I
I've never paid attention to it.
go to Disney Plus and go put Aladdin on. Like, they even did it for I was like, "Aladdin? Aladdin?"
Really?
Yes, there is a
What
I
is
think
the
it's The Lion
racial
King.
undertone in Atlantan?
I guess just the way they depict the characters, like, from how they look
But they're
to
brown people in the Middle East. I thought
listen,
they depicted right. No?
listen, I'm gonna look it up
Shit,
while
now I'm gonna
you
have to go watch Aladdin just to see what anyways, let me not go into tangent. I don't
I'm
wanna
gonna look
say
up
no
what the
wrong shit.
disclaimer
It's wrong. Thank you,
well,
Disney, for letting us know that you was wrong.
Imma let you go ahead and tell the people why you think people categorize others so quickly while I look up this disclaimer.
Well, I think people have their own biases towards, and let's be completely honest, right?
Mhm.
We're not born with these biases. We don't even see color until people start to define it for us, right?
Yeah,
Like a black kid playing a white kid, they don't see no difference. They just want to play,
yeah,
right? And then eventually we start categorizing them like they understand that I'm brown skin, I'm peach skin, they like to say nowadays.
yeah,
It's peach skin and brown skin, and but this is great, but we're starting to put these kids into little boxes. Just know that we're kids.
yeah,
Just let them be kids. And
yeah,
if we let kids just keep going through the world and growing that way,
Mhm.
we'd alleviate a lot of these problems that we have nowadays,
Mm.
where we have biases. And listen, I'm not gonna lie, if I seen me coming, I'd probably think twice too. Come on now. But
Imma take a
what
moment
you
right
don't
now.
what you don't see is a 10-year military veteran. What you
Mhm.
don't see is the 3 degrees on the wall. What you don't
Mm.
see is a husband and a father. What you don't see is a brother. What you don't see is an entrepreneur in fucking 7 different fields, goddamn near. What you don't see is, once you get to know me, I'm a fucking clown, man.
That sh
Like,
that
don't
shy,
let
awkward kid that doesn't think girls like him.
yeah, bro. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, I'm
Wait, I
probably more
found
scared of you than you're scared of me,
I
to
I
be
found the dis
honest.
I found the disclaimer. It says, "This program includes negative depictions and or mistreatment of people or cultures. These stereotypes were wrong then and are wrong now. Rather than remove this content, we want to acknowledge its harmful impact, learn from it, and spark conversation to create a more inclusive future together." That is at the beginning of
Somebody,
Aladdin.
somebody's gonna have to let me know what, because I think you said Lion King had issues. What
Well,
issues like?
Aladdin. So it's on. Oh, they did it. So they did it for Aladdin, Dumbo, Peter Pan, and the Aristocrats. Aristocats.
Hold on, hold on. You said Aladdin. I'm still
Aladdin,
confused on that one.
Dumbo.
Dumbo, the elephant.
Yeah,
So we have problems with elephants now.
I guess they mistreated the elephant. Peter Pan.
Well, Peter Pan was sitting here breaking into people's houses in the first place, and then kidnapping children in the middle of the night. And so, uh, as an adult, it's like, Peter, stay the fuck out of
That's
my house, okay?
concerning.
This is very concerning.
And he's the Pied Piper, but well, that's a
With
different
the Pied
conversation.
Piper, and we all know the true to life Pied Piper is in a federal penitentiary somewhere. Okay, so um,
And Aristocats.
but I'm pretty sure that's not what the problem that they have with Peter Pan. Like, can somebody please let me know why we needed these disclaimers so I could educate myself? Because I told you I'm 41. I still don't. I'm sitting here like,
Yeah,
what was wrong in these videos?
yeah.
Dumbo, Peter Pan, Aladdin. It's because Aladdin was being depicted as a poor brown person, but they all brown.
They were all brown. They were all. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. Someone felt like I said, back then we had tougher skin. Nowadays it don't take much for it just
Bro,
takes
there
one
was other
person.
cartoons and shit that was out there that has way bigger, that it was blatant when I was young, and I
Mm,
was like, oh damn, that's kind of fucked up. But okay.
but
Anyways,
anyway, to go back to my point. So, my judgment on you. And it goes back to our second episode where we talked about our Haitian roots and American realities and the importance of your appearance. And I think my judgment of that plays a very big role. Like, I feel depending on how you look will, I guess, control the doubt someone has on you. Like, how many times do we see situations where someone will look like a bum and people will not give them the time of day? And that same person will change and clean cut, fresh, walking in, and everybody is willing to listen.
hmm
It's all
hmm
about it's all about appearance. It sucks, but
yeah, I
it
mean, we're a visual society. We're
yeah.
visual people. No matter how much you want to talk about, and I've said this before. It's like when you talk about the male versus the female species, and people will be like, "I, f- I want to fall in love with someone's personality." Motherfucker, you don't know his
That's a lie.
personality.
That's a
All
lie.
you got is the fucking physical that they just walked into.
Mm,
Until they started talking to your ass, you don't know nothing about that mother sucker that just walked up to you. You know what I mean? It's like we're visual people, and we're going to natural, whether right, wrong, or indifferent, right?
right.
It's based off of the biases and how we was raised that dictates how we're gonna look at these people, right? Because I don't know what your story is.
Right.
You don't know what my story is.
Mhm.
And then if we sit there and compare it, you might be way worse than I am. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But you just happen to look a little bit more presentable.
Yeah.
Me, I don't care.
Right.
I honestly don't care how you view me. Those that matter know who and what I stand for, and yeah.
But can you say you always had that mindset?
Um,
Because I know I did not. I lived
and
for validation.
let me say this also. I don't care with the asterisk, people, with the asterisk, because I don't care, but I do care all at the same time. D- yes, it's cool to say and be tough on the show, but I wouldn't be keeping it real
Yeah.
if I said I don't care. Yeah, I don't care, but I do care at the same time.
Yeah.
When did it change for me? I would honestly probably put it maybe after the military.
Mm.
I think after the military, a lot of things changed for me. It's like you can be in your feelings all you want. Okay, when you're done with your feelings, when you
Let me
hop
know.
up out of your feelings, you let me know how it is. You know what I
Come hit
mean?
me
It's
up.
it's like when I watch people like freaking out about certain things, I'm like, bro, is somebody gonna die? Because where I just came from,
People die.
is people die.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the wrong
Yeah.
decisions, people die. You make a wrong decision, and that's a Tuesday problem.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? So it's like I think coming out of the military and learning who I am and understand and being comfortable in my own skin, right?
Mhm.
I so be it. Like at the same time, I still feel like that 13-year-old shy kid. Um, but at the same time, I'm still comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
I know who I am, and I guess I could not give a fuck more now because I'm married with a whole child. Like,
Yeah.
what is your opinion going to do to my life? Is it going to stop any of my businesses? Is it
Mhm.
going to get me fired from the university? Is it going to stop my income? Is my child going to be hungry? Is
Yeah.
my wife going to hate me? If the answer is no to all of that, then baby, we're good, you know? So that's what it is for me.
What's your earliest memory of being stereotyped?
The first one that comes to mind is when I want to say it's around high school, late high school, early out of high school, college time frame. We was all hanging out. I forget where the fuck it was coming from, but it, I, we was on Gallivan and the Celtics was about to play, and it was gonna be a
Mm.
big game. And it was
Mhm.
like, fuck it, let's just run into this bar and watch the game from in there. At halftime, we'll head to such and such's house. It was a scene from a movie. You know, like when people walk in and a door like kind of like swings shut and it's just
Mhm.
swinging, and then everybody turns and they're just
Just stops and
staring, and you're
stares.
like,
Yeah.
oh shit. That moment you felt it. It's like,
Yeah.
oh shit,
Yeah.
we don't belong here. And
Mm.
even then, you try to play tough and you sit down like, man, I don't give a fuck, blah blah blah. And we all sitting there and we watching the game, but it's still so uncomfortable to the point
Yeah.
where it's like, all right, let's just get the fuck out of here.
How
We'll
long did
just
you
miss a
stay?
few minutes of the game and then we'll
Mm.
get to such and such's house and then we'll just watch the game from there. Cause it's wild to me. And for me, I would say that was the earliest time where like I felt judged on my appearance, not
Mm.
necessarily like why I'm there or whatever. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, and there was definitely racial undertones there too,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it
I
is
mean,
what
well, a
it
lot of
is.
stereotype well, a lot of s yeah, stereotypes have the racial profiling
Mhm.
undertone. I'm trying to remember mine. Oh, you know what? I was a kid, and I remember we went to New Hampshire, and was it New Hampshire? I don't know. It was a long drive somewhere, and as we were driving back home, we stopped by one of those rest stops that had a
Mhm.
McDonald's in it. It was all of it was like me, my cousins, all of us, and then we walked in, and there was no just like you said with the movie, there was no one that looked like us, and it was to the point that and my I feel like it was my dad. My dad, like, literally, he walked in after us, looked around, and was like, everybody go back to the car." And we all kids were like, "We're hungry." Like, "Food on the machine." Like, "Get you gotta go." So, of course, we were kids, we didn't understand what was going on, but now as an adult, when I sit back on it, we weren't safe. because it was just like, where does nigga family come from? Like, why are they
Yeah,
here? Like, where do they come from? So, um, I think from that point on, I always kind of just kept a radar. But I think that also is the reason why I'm so high on making sure I look a certain way. My children look a certain way. Like, I never want for my kids to be in a situation, and this is something we touch on often. We're raising young black men who
true.
already are walking into this world with a disadvantage. So I feel like it is our job to make sure that we can somewhat brush off some of that disadvantage by at least storing that culture in them to, dress up every once in a while,
But
not walking around in a hoodie.
my thing is of the I don't give a fuck.
Mhm.
Also, it's it don't matter how I look. You're still gonna think what you think,
Right.
right? I could be in a suit. I can't change the color of my skin. I
Right.
can't change the demeanor of my face. My mama and daddy made it like that, and I'm not gonna walk around with a fucking smile on all the goddamn time just to make you feel comfortable. Like you see what I'm saying? So like
Yeah.
nothing's really going to change. I'm still a black man in America,
Right. Right.
so I might as well be comfortable and wear what the fuck I want to wear because you're not going to be comfortable with me being in your space regardless. And this is not
That is true.
everyone, thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Um, thank God also we live in an area where do we have them? Yes. They're more undercover? Yes. You know what I mean? And,
Do you think so? Like,
well,
how often do we hear
since
the stereotype about Boston's?
since 2018, they're not so undercover anymore, but that's a different topic for another
That's a story
day.
for another day.
Um, I just think, yeah.
It's yeah.
Listen, I get very it's a touchy subject for me
Mhm.
when people talk about Boston to me
Yeah.
because I'm born and raised. I'm everything Boston. I
He's a
love my city. Love
Bostonian.
it. You know what I mean? It's like you talking shit about my city. Yes, we have our problems,
Yeah.
but god damn it, y'all got worse problems than we do.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So all y'all out here pointing y'all fingers, oh my god, it's a racist town. Is there black people in Boston? Bitch, is there black people where you're at? If you
Sometimes
ain't
so.
Houston and Atlanta, then shut the fuck up. You ain't black Meccas. Like what are we talking about right now?
But even if we take a step away from race, even gender stereotypes, I've
Mm.
had oh Jesus, don't get in trouble, Rachel. Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble.
Use your
You
filter.
know,
Use
you,
your
you know,
filter. That's
it's
you
real when
rolling
I
up your
use my real
sleeves like,
name.
yo, chill, 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 chill.
But
No rolling up of sleeves, please.
yo, you saw the sleeves go up. I'm getting hot. We have this conversation a lot. I keep forgetting to turn the heat off. But even in like relationships, and we talked about this a couple episodes ago where my aunts used to come at me hard for going out. You have a man. You're supposed to sit at home. Supposed to be prim and proper. He's never gonna marry you because you're always going out. And I'm like, but y'all in the house now, y'all single. Like what are
You're
you
fucking
teaching
rude,
me?
man. What's wrong with you?
What exactly are you teaching me? But no, like, and I was having this conversation with Renard the other day. Why did it come up? I don't remember why, but I think we were just talking about sports. Um, and how me growing up, I was never on a team. I didn't do sports. I didn't do any of that. So this is my
Really?
first. Yeah, no, I didn't play any sports. My first time being an athlete is now. So I still
S-
find it
Are you
weird.
not coordinated or something?
No,
As tall
because
as you didn't do basketball, volleyball,
nothing,
nothing?
nothing. And that was because I was raised and told that my place was in the kitchen or in the house. Like I
Oh
was
shit.
raised to be domesticated.
So you could actually have been something bigger.
Probably, probably. But they
Hmm.
never like I remember my brother used to do taekwondo.
Not saying that you're not something big now, but
Well, to judge shit,
I said
I'm
bigger.
2025 influencer of the year. I'm something. I'm
Yeah.
something big. But and I'm also a power lifter. Like, but like, he would do like, he did all the sports, and even with taekwondo, and I remember expressing that I wanted to do it, and my father would go, "Oh, no, you're gonna cry if you get hit." And I'm like, "I
Were
am?"
you a crybaby?
"No, but that's what I would." You know what? I wasn't, but I was made to believe that I was, so I thought I was. Like, and I think that's
Huh?
our
What?
You know when someone tells you something the same over and over and over and over again, and you're like, "Oh, maybe I am." As a child, we're easily impressionable. So I was always told, You're gonna cry if someone hits you. Like, you can't do karate because you'll cry if you get hurt, and you'll cry if you," like, I wasn't allowed to do anything that can get me hurt because you're a girl. You're supposed to be fragile. So that's why I think when I started my powerlifting journey, it was just so weird to keep hearing people talk about, "Damn, you mad strong. Damn, you mad strong." And I'm just like, or if I would pick something up and they're just like, "Dog, like, you're really strong." And I'm like, "Oh, wait, so people can't, like, the average person can't pick this up?" Like, no, not at all. Like, or my first competition, I think, um, I averaged.
You know. The other day you was in the gym lifting all that shit. I started telling you like that
You
shit's
said you made
dumb.
my back hurt.
You made my back hurt, my knees started inflaming, my shoulders started like
Yep.
twitching and shit. Nah,
But
I
these
do
are all
pretty
things,
muscle shit.
but it's to go back to our own families took these stereotypes and embedded it in our minds. Well, I'll speak for me, in my mind, to the point that,
Mhm.
to me, doing sports, it was so much to the point that I didn't care to do sports because, to me, women and sports were not a thing. That's not
Mhm.
what we're supposed to be doing. We are supposed to be the nurturers and the creators and the, like, everything domesticated wise, as opposed to, "Why are you out here changing tires? Why do you know how to put gas in your car? Why do you," like, all these things I didn't believe we should know. I mean,
You
I learned.
change tires?
No, I don't even know how to do that.
Oh,
I
okay.
feel like I should. Someone told me I should, but I'm like, "But why? I have a
I
husband."
mean, I think every young lady should know how to change a tire. At least the fundamentals behind it. I ain't telling you go do the shit, but you should know. Grab this piece, grab that piece.
I know the X.
Well,
That's it.
let me tell you something.
Mm.
I've changed one tire my whole life, and that experience by itself made sure I always put tone and label on my shit. That is somebody else's motherfucking job. I will not do that shit again. I did it. Check. I don't give a fuck. Judge me if you want. I changed one goddamn tire my whole life. AAA, roadside assistance on my insurance is always on deck. What?
You know what? I have another thing that I saw that I do wanna talk about.
Watch me be
Ugh.
stereotyped for that. Oh, he's a soft man.
Well, see, speaking of soft
He's
man, now
he's not a man's man. Okay.
and
While your man's man is changing tires, I got more money than him. I'm providing for my family. I'm showing up for my child.
but
I'm
listen,
super educated. I put my life on the line
Imma
while
drink
you
my
guys
wine.
were sitting there playing video games. And let's not get it twisted also. I said I changed the fucking tire. I just won't do it again. You just gotta know where you belong in life sometimes.
You gotta know your place. You
Know
gotta know
your
your
place
place.
sometimes. Like for me, the manual labor shit, I just do it one time only. Like I've
Just
painted before.
check.
I did that
You
shit all
checked
in
it.
one motherfucking time, and I said, this shit ain't for me. The prep work and all that shit, fuck that. Somebody loves doing this shit, let them go do it.
Let them do it. I'll write the check. Um, but I'm happy you said that because it jogged my memory. So I saw there was a video on Instagram of this dude. It's a gym dude. I was watching it and I'm kinda like, "Oh my god, you really are a Gen Z. I'm gonna unfollow you." But anyway, he was talking about he was pretty much coming at men because you know how nowadays it's like men deserve their flowers and they have, like, videos out there of women giving men flowers and things like that. And he
Like
legit, like,
actual flowers?
yeah,
No, like real world flowers, like here,
yes,
flowers, or
yes.
like the proverbial
Hand
flowers, like
no,
I'm
gave
pouring into you.
gave them a rose.
Don't give
Like,
me no
gave
goddamn flowers. That's just stupid.
So that's what he was saying. He was just like, but there are some guys who'll be like, I want to be cherished too. Like I want to be spoiled, like a
Oh, you could cherish me. I think my wife
passenger
spoils me, but she
princess,
knows don't do that. Don't do goofy shit like that. What am I gonna do with flowers? That's just for you. You didn't buy it for me.
or like the passenger princess stuff, like things like that, like the soft man era. Like he was pretty much coming at that and saying, no, like what the fuck? Like why do men want that? And I think that plays into the world of the stereotype that we live in. Like, okay, I
Yeah.
get it. Sometimes I'd be like, okay, whoa, chill out, stop. Like, you're going a little too far here. But, but I do think it's important for men to feel like they can be vulnerable and they can be soft and they don't have to be hard all the.
But what do you mean by soft though? Because I think I absolutely
My
agree
brain went.
that men should be vulnerable. But most men are gonna be vulnerable when they're put in a space and environment in order for them to be vulnerable.
Mhm.
And some might have been vulnerable with the wrong person. So now they're on some like fuck
I will
that.
never do this again.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
but when you say excuse me, when you say soft, what do we mean by soft?
Well, I think based on that video, because not this is listeners, this is not my thought. This is not what I believe. Please do not cancel me. I finally got over 2,000 followers. Please don't start going away. This
You
is
got
not
2,000
what.
followers?
Yes, I
Damn,
know. I was
I'm
so
fucking up in
excited.
life.
Listen, so excited. No, but I guess just the sense of like men, I don't know, like the way he explained it was more so the whole getting flowers or, being complimented or men wanting more attention or men wanting to be wined and dined by their, like all the things that
I still
go.
haven't, outside of the flower shit, I have not heard anything wrong yet. Like that makes, and I guess I'm soft, guys. And you
But
check,
that's what I'm
you guys
saying. Like,
learned that I don't change tires. Now, my wife ain't pumping no fucking gas while I'm sitting in a fucking car. That's for sure. That's just weird as fuck to me. It now I've come accustomed, whether we're in my car or her car,
yeah,
I just naturally go to the driver's side. Like
yeah.
it is what it is. It's very rare I'll be like, yo, you mind driving? Like,
I
but
love
I'm
to
not looking for
drive,
no princess treatment. I don't understand. I think, yeah.
but I don't think
I,
those things should be titled as princess treatment. Like, I think because, and to be completely honest, I don't necessarily. Our generation, I think, is the only generation where they're not. Like we don't see that. Well, also we grew up with the term metrosexual. Please don't cancel me. I'm telling you what we grew up learning. That was the term. And that was a man
I
who
don't
was.
recall that term.
You've never
She's
heard
making
of
shit up now,
metro?
guys.
You've never heard of. Yes, you have. You
She's
look at
making
you.
shit
You're
up,
laughing.
guys.
You're laughing. A metro man was pretty much a soft, like a soft man, a soft man. I hate you so much.
Oh my
Don't
god.
come for me.
I no, the crazy thing is, I remember because remember I dressed different, so I was the
Yes.
guy in the polos while everybody was in tall tees and all that shit. Like I like fitted clothing, and people was like, "Oh, you dress so metrosexual." I'm
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
And
And
you
then when
you
somebody tried
you
to
you
break it
stay
down to
well
me, I was like,
groomed.
"Wait, what?"
Yeah.
What? So because I don't want to dress like everybody else and I'm comfortable in how I'm dressing, well, why are your pants so tight? And this was before skinny jeans was a thing.
Well,
Like
now they're wearing leggings, so
now,
we're
now
not gonna do
everybody
that.
want to fucking wear leggings and it's okay. And people wearing bell
It's
bottoms, it's okay.
it's
But
not.
when I was comfortable in myself, I was metrosexual. Like, what?
Bro, do you know there's a thing
Metrosexual.
called a Brazilian?
A what?
A Brazilian.
What do you mean?
The male version of a Brazilian.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
never mind. But yeah, so
Most men that get waxed know of this. Now, are they doing it? No. Do they
what are
get
men
waxed?
what are men waxing? You
Their
know what?
chests, their
Oh,
legs, their arms, their pubes. The fuck? Some people like to be groomed, man. What the fuck?
okay. We're gonna switch.
Pubes. That's what made you laugh? Pubes. You're a
No,
child. You are a child.
No, it was the thought of a man, because I know what I go through getting waxed. So thinking of a man going through that is what made me laugh because Jesus, I can imagine. Anyway, we steered off gear. And now I have to find where we go back. Okay, cultural stereotypes, because
Yeah, you
we're
better
gonna
bring us
go.
back. It's not my job.
All right. And we're talking about cultural
Honestly,
stereotype, and actually
I don't remember where it was at. That's why I said that. I'm sitting here scrolling like, damn, where we left off at?
um, I will say working in the medical field. Okay, so we all know um, there is a huge disparity. I hope that's the right word for
Yes.
Black women in the in the medical field, and especially when it comes to pregnancy and postpartum and everything like that. Our mortality rate is just way too high, and so I will never forget. I don't know why we did this, but when I was pregnant with Ramses, that's when Kevin Hart had that movie, I think called Fatherhood,
Mm-hmm.
where his wife literally dies right after
Mm-hmm.
giving birth, and he has to pretty much be a single dad. When I tell you, Renard was not playing with these doctors in the hospital and labor and delivery because we ended up having to have a C-section, and they told him, like, they gave him Ramses, and they told him he can go back to the room, and that they were gonna pretty much put all my organs back in and then bring me in. And they're like, "Hey, we
Not all
should."
my organs.
Yo,
What the
the
frig?
way the way Renard described it, he said, "Bro, like, everything was taken out, like, oh my god." And I was like, "You watched it?" He pretty much had to sneak around, but anyway, that's a story for another day. Um, they told him I would be in the room in, like, "Oh, yeah, like, we'll be in there in, like, 10 minutes." When I tell you I got back to the room and maybe, like, 3 minutes later, Renard's alarm goes off, and my immediate thought was like, "Why the fuck do you have an alarm on? Like, you really sat here and put an." He said, "Oh, because they said they was gonna bring you back in 10 minutes, so that was my 10-minute alarm, and if you were not
I
back
mean,
in this
shit.
room."
That's what they told me.
He
These are
said,
the professionals,
if
and
you
they've
were
gone
not
through
back
this a
in this
couple of
room."
times, so they should know. Okay, if it's 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, then it was a complication.
He said, "Me and
So
Ramses was
somebody
gonna
come tell
go
me
and
what's
look
going
for
on.
you. We were gonna come look for you." But I say that to talk about even in medicine. I remember I watched a documentary where they talked about Black people in general. It used to be said we were stereotyped clearly in the medical field where we had a higher pain tolerance. And
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and to be completely honest, no. It wasn't that we had a higher pain tolerance. It was we were always raised to be silent. We were not
Yep.
allowed to speak about pain. So my pain could be at a 10 and I'm gonna tell you it's at a 3 because I got to show you that I can handle it. Like you're not going to help me. So um I think that's
So
something that
when do you break that though?
you
And I'm
see,
not asking for you to talk for the whole female race, just for you. Well,
oh,
have you broken that? That's a better question.
you know what? Yes, I am more open when speaking to my provider and just being honest. Case in point, me being on leave now. So, postpartum is a bitch. We all know that. And, my work environment was just not what I needed it to be when I came back from maternity leave.
Hmm.
And dealing with that and also dealing with postpartum and I will say this postpartum with Roman was a lot worse than my postpartum with Ramsey. So I literally just did not know I didn't know left from right. Like it was really bad. So I ended up having to take another medical leave. And I kid you not, for the first 2, 3 weeks of my leave, I woke up and like literally mentally beat myself up on some what I want. Like, you really just couldn't gather yourself and go to work? Like, you really sat here and had to take a leave because you're sad
That's what you told
or
yourself?
because yeah, I literally
That's wild.
called myself lazy. I was like, "You so lazy. You're a punk." Like, I literally beat myself up emotionally for standing up for and it was my doctors, it was my therapist. Like, my therapist had to be like, "There's a reason why your doctor was adamant about you taking this leave. Like, they know these things. There is a science to it. Like, people actually die because of
Yeah.
these hormones and stuff like that. So, but because of the cultural pride that we have, I sat here and be like, well, why can't you handle it? Why can't you do it? Why can't you fight through it? Like, and it's like, because body, there's fucking chemicals inside of your body that's making you do shit that you can't control. Um, but I say that even because clearly I can't have an episode and not bring up my aunt. With her, when I take her
Yo,
to
her
doctor's
her
appointments,
her 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 NIL deal is crazy, bro.
but when I take her to doctor's appointments, it's gotten to the point where I now speak for her. And
Mhm.
I translate, I should say, like, if the doctor's like, "Oh, what's your pain like?" And she's like, "Oh, it's a 4." I said, "So that means it's like an 8 or 9." Like, I literally and she'll be like they're like, "Oh, when did this start?" She goes, "Oh, maybe like a week." I'm like, "3 months." Like, I'm the one who's like, "No, she's lying. No, she's lying." So I think
Not
we
to
have
know she's
to
lying.
she is. I literally and she gets so mad at me, and I'm like, "Well, bro, something's wrong with you, and lying to your doctor is not gonna get it fixed. Like, we're just gonna have to keep you're just at this point, you're inheriting a bill for no reason. So if you're gonna have to pay this bill, you might as well fucking tell them why we really here."
Yeah.
But we weren't raised to do that. We were raised to nothing is supposed to be wrong with you. You are fine. Like, so I don't know how we break it.
Yeah, it's
How
it's
are
it's un
you?
it's definitely unfortunate that you have to live in that manner.
Mhm,
Um, because I think about it from the male's perspective. I think we just try to play tough, but
mhm,
it's not like it's required for us to like have to lie because society said we just our ego will make us lie to a doctor. And
mhm,
then next thing you know, you have stage 3 fucking colon cancer because you wanted to lie. Like I don't understand, right?
mm,
Um yeah, I don't it's unfortunate.
yeah,
It just sucks because you're right. Yeah, I go back to what you was talking about, the mortality rate of Black women in
mhm,
pregnancy is just insane to me.
yeah, yeah,
Like, and shout out to Renard and to those, even myself as well. Like when Kaden was coming, like you're like hyper alert. Like,
yeah.
why is this happening? Why is this not happening? You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, like
Yeah, yeah,
you got
yeah,
to put your
boy.
trust in random people you just met maybe a few months ago. And then the person that you had the whole plan with a few months ago is never on call when you actually go into fucking labor. Like what in the flying fuck? You gave me the date. Why are you going on vacation?
We sat here
Why are you going
together.
on vacation?
We planned together.
You sold me this whole fucking dream and then knowing you going on
How
vacation.
dare you?
Anyways, I
Let me tell you
apologize.
something. Your boy was up in the people's hospital room with a paper and pen, and anytime the doctor said a word that he didn't know, he's like, "Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. How do you spell that?" Writing everything down. Question. It was to the point the nurse was like, "So I just want you to know, like, this is just very different. Like, fathers kind of just usually sit in the corner and don't talk. Like,
Nah, ain't no
you
sitting in no
just
corner out here.
you're here. Like,
Nah.
you are present." And he was like, "Yeah, like I want to like," and
I
it's to
used
the
to
point.
ask
So
for
what I
permission
say
to
I
record
did.
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no, we didn't do that. What I do for my aunt, he did to me. Like, I remember the doctor that was when I was doing my prenatal visits, she came to she actually yeah, she came in to check and see how we were doing. And I was always holding Ramses. Like, anytime someone came into the room, I was holding, and she came into the room. She was like, "So you need to put him down. Like, let him go. Like, put him down." And I was like,
Not let
"Oh,
him
I
go.
am." She goes, "Yeah." She was like, "Why is he sleeping right next to you? Like, the baby got a whole crib right next to you, sis. Like, you got him right tucked up under you." "Nah, man, this is my first child. Like, I just we still connected." That she's like, "We know we cut the umbilical cord, right? Like, you could put him
Like
down for a
shorty.
second."
Fuck is wrong with
Yo,
you, man?
I remember her telling Renard, well, talking to the both of us about me being able to control, like, I don't know, like the control or whatever, like just me learning to take a break and disconnecting every once in a while. And when I was like, all right, so we both know how she is. So if she doesn't do that, like, should I like just take the baby and lock her in the room so that it forces her to take a nap? The doctor was like, so
Lock
don't
her
do
in the
that.
room. Lock her
Like
up.
and I
Lock her
promise you,
up.
I'm sure that if they told him yes, he would have done that. Like he would have probably locked me in the room and be like, no, and then go to sleep because you're doing the most. Like, no, like get out of here. Um, but let's jump into breaking the cycle because you asked something. You started the topic of how do we change that, but you were speaking in reference to the medical field. How do you
In general.
challenge stereotypes in general? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think so the question when I pose it is how does one break I kind of like I'm sitting here thinking about it. It's like there's no way of really breaking it, right?
Yeah.
Because I can't change the biases and thought processes of other people, right?
Hmm.
That's their mentality. Especially in the medical field, you would like to believe that they're using the science
Hmm.
and not biases, but we're human,
Yeah.
and you bump into the wrong doctor or the wrong nurse that believes what they believe, it's inevitable, right? Which is
Hmm.
the unfortunate part. Well, as a society, as a human race, we're 90% more likely to judge and stereotype than we are to just take people at face value.
Yeah.
It's hard to,
Yeah.
you know, and it might not even be the way you was raised.
Yeah.
Life situations happen that's just going to build a notion of that's somebody coming from the city that meets somebody that lives in a small town with one stoplight and all that other shit, and they believe what they believe. You're gonna assume because it's such a small town and there's only
Hmm.
about 100 or so of you guys must at least 90 out of the 100 people that live in that town think and act the same way
Hmm.
because you all been raised the same way, right?
Hmm.
In the
Hmm.
same similar situation for those that of us that come from the city, right? We're raised and believe certain things,
Right.
and we're visual people. We're all we have. The only information that we have right now is what my own two eyes tell me.
Yeah.
My two eyes tell me there is this black man with a beard, a hat, and a hoodie, and some Timbs coming towards me. And what I seen on TV or the experience that I've had in my lifetime tells me this might not
This
be a
is
good
danger.
situation.
Hmm. Hmm.
And it doesn't help where over the years, we've been watching certain things, not
Hmm.
at Disney, because I still got to go back and figure out what the heck they was talking about and referring to in Disney, but like the movies and the TV shows,
Yeah.
a certain look were usually the criminals, a
Yep.
certain look were usually the bad guys. And
And the
then
drug dealers.
later on they would tell you like, oh my God, it was a sweet innocent kid and this, that, and the third. But how long and through the episode before we learn that this person, what they actually they're borderline a genius, or
Yeah.
they're very good at art, or they're a top athlete and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
the unfortunate part is it's going to be hard to break that.
Yeah.
We as a society is going to have to reshape our way of thinking
Hmm.
and information that we take in. The first information that we take in, take it at face value, and then figure out the next step.
Hmm.
Now, if somebody, the visual tells me one thing, and then my auditory starts hearing some shit that you're saying, and I'm like, all right, that's two. That's two situations now that I got. I mean, walks like a duck, it's quacking like a duck. I don't know. Might be that fucking duck.
When you
Maybe.
when you said auditory, you ever realize? Okay, do you watch The Masked Singer?
No.
Okay, but do you know the concept of the show?
No.
Okay, so it's a competition.
I
So it's
do.
a singing. Oh, okay. Well, for those of you, the listeners who don't, and I think that's why he did it too. For the listeners that don't know what the Masked Singer is, it is a singing competition where the singers and the competitors, the singers, are um, singing in completely covered from head to toe, and it is the job of judges, but also the audience and those of us to kind of guess who it is. The minute someone sings, Renard and I immediately, our first thought is, yep, that's a black person. Yep, that's a white person. Yep, oh no, ain't no way that's a black person. Like immediately. So when you said the
Auditory.
audio, yeah, what is the word?
Auditory.
Is that a word?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Girl.
Because I'm thinking of auditorium.
No, that sounds
Does
different. That's a
auditorium have to
place.
do with auditory?
Yes.
Are you lying to me? Because you know I'm
No,
gullible.
come on, girl. Come on.
Okay,
Stop.
anyway, so
I got a little bit of brain power. I know weird things for some reason. It's the weirdest, dumbest shit. Like the stuff that I need to know, I can never remember, but that I remember.
But even like if you realize, if you ever are on the phone with customer service, they answer the phone, you immediately, oh, okay, word, this is a black
Oh
person.
yeah.
Sis, like you know I'm going through this right
time,
now. Like
when I hear that voice on the other end and it sounds like a black woman, I was like, yes, they're gonna help me. They're gonna understand my plight and they're gonna fix it. Boy, when they don't fix it, I'd be like, that motherfucker. Don't do. Oh, I can't wait till you call a customer service where they could do the same shit to you, motherfucker.
We came on this boat together, our ancestors.
For real, boy.
But you know what's funny? So I was having an issue with insurance for, it was Roman. They mislabeled something and they weren't trying to cover one of his last appointments that he's supposed to have, because you know the first 12 appointments, whatever, is supposed to be covered.
Mhm.
And I remember calling the billing company, well, like the pediatrician's billing and and it was a Haitian dude. And I just like to acknowledge, because I like when I see my people. Like I don't care what you're doing. Like I just like, oof, mun pam. Like that's literally, that's what I say. So when I can hear the accent, I was just like, oh, mun pam. You know, this man was just like, yeah, but you know, I can't do anything for you, right? And I was just like, oh man, like I wasn't looking for you to do something for me. Like I just wanted to acknowledge Haitian to Haitian. Hey, brother, like we in here together. Like what's up? He immediately was like, yeah, mun pam, but I can't make this disappear. Like, and look, the moral of the story is I was actually right. They did miscategorize something, but it was just the fact of like everyone was like, oh, my people. It was a lot of times that's not my job to necessarily help you because you are my people. Anyway, let's jump into rapid fire. And look, I separated them because there's a part 1 and a part 2, and that.
Wait, there's what?
Aren't you proud? Part 1 and part 2. So part 1 of that rapid fire is
okay. I see you.
All right. So first stereotype people might assume about you.
Well, according to my co-host, I'm a drug dealer, apparently. So if the person that knows me thinks that, I can only imagine what others think. Next.
One stereotype about men that bothers you.
About men?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Okay, hold on.
Oh, Lord, here we
that
go.
they do or that people think about us?
A stereotype about men that bothers you. So clearly what other people think about men. Ding, ding, ding,
Don't fucking do that.
It's supposed to be rapid fire.
Let's go with the soft situation.
The soft man. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta stop saying things like that. Anyway, a stereotype about black men you wish people understood better, understood where it was coming from.
That we're not all athletes or rappers. We're educated. We're entrepreneurs as well. I mean, the list goes on. But
you smart. You is smart. You is
we
kind.
is kind. We is beautiful. We is important.
Have you ever benefited from a stereotype?
Yes.
Tell me.
White folk won't fuck with me. They won't. It's like, you know what? Like I always tell people, like you feel froggy leap type situation.
Yeah.
But some situations I've been in, I'm like, fuck. If they test this shit, that motherfucker might be crazier than I am. But you know, it usually works in your favor.
A stereotype you once believed that you had to unlearn.
That I had to unlearn.
Yes.
Not every white person in from the country is racist. The country or the
You once
South.
believed you once believed that all white people were racist?
In the South? Oh shit! I thought they all wanted to kill us. Yeah. Stay up north. Yeah.
Shit,
Them folks were out there
up
lynching. They
north
was
ain't that great,
lynching
but go
people.
ahead.
They was shooting people. Every time you hear those stories, it wasn't up here. But yeah, we the most racist in Boston. But yeah,
That is
I'm looking at all the stories.
that's true. Hey, in the
Just
Bahamas.
saying.
Yeah.
The worst we had up here that I can remember is stop and frisk up in New York. Yeah, I mean that was very prejudicial and stereotype. You just stop any black or brown that looked a certain way. I digress. But when you talk about what's going on in the South, oh shit, I thought every white folk was trying to kill you.
What is the thing called after a certain time? What is it called? Sunrise?
Oh, between sunset and sunrise?
Yeah, like once like you can't go into certain places after when the sun
Oh,
sets.
yeah.
Whatever.
The South was never for me.
All right, your turn.
But when I lived down there, I learned that, oh shit. Oh my God, there's amazing white folks down here. Now, don't let me twist
They
it.
do like some of us.
I did run into those other white folks too. Now, woo, you see, we from Boston where they hid it from us. It was very undercoverish.
Yeah.
And sometimes you kind of like, wait, was that motherfucker being racist? Like you got to question it, right?
Yeah.
But like in the South, there's no question. That motherfuckers let you know where the fuck you are. And I'm like, oh shit, I ain't never heard so much boys in my life.
You know where you stand.
Oh boy, let me tell you something. All right, before I go on a tangent. All right, here we go.
Yes.
First stereotype people might assume about you.
That I am ratchet.
Yo, shit, we on the same page.
Shut your face.
A stereotype about women that frustrates you.
That we're not strong.
A stereotype about strong women.
That we can't be soft.
Double-edged sword there. Have you ever been judged?
No, hold on. No, I want to jump on that.
Go ahead.
Because I think that I think that we live in a world where people don't think that you could be both. Like, yes, I'm strong, I'm independent, but so I don't always want to be strong. I don't always want to be independent. Sometimes I want to be
like, I ain't gonna let you anyway. I'll check your ass so fast. You know, sit your fucking ass down.
Sit down. You just go. Don't make me sit down. Anyway, go ahead. You feel like a thug today?
Have you what?
Sometimes when I try to talk back to him, I'm like, "Oh, so someone ate their Wheaties for breakfast?" I'm like, put them up.
Oh my God! Have you ever judged someone too quickly?
Absolutely. My co-host. All the time. And I'm not sorry about it. I just into my brain. Like
we know, motherfucker. What's the stereotype about you people always get wrong?
That I can't. So I am like the funny friend. And I think because I've always been the funny friend, it's hard for people to actually assume that they can take me seriously at times. So when I will have like a serious idea, people kind of look at me as like I can't do it because they don't see or allow themselves to see that side of me. They just see the goofy Shou, the fun Shou, the vibe enhancer Shou, the party Shou. They don't see the business Shou. They don't see the entrepreneur Shou. They don't see the Shou that can wear multiple hats and still be successful at everything that she's doing.
Like me.
Yeah. Yeah, except people are scared of you.
It ain't no secret. You approached me a couple times about doing this stuff, and it took for other people to bring it to my attention. I was like, oh,
because no one listens to me.
They got something going on here.
No one listens to me. See what I mean? Yeah. Exactly. You can't. Case in point.
Listen, you judge, I judge. It is what it is. So we closing it, or we still
Oh.
chatting
Oh,
it
no,
up?
I didn't know you were on the last,
I'm
thingamabob.
following you. I'm following your call sheet here.
I know, I
I'm
stopped
like,
looking at it because I didn't wanna read the question before you asked it to me. I was trying to be good. Go ahead and let's do a closing reflection. Oh, Lord, you're so bossy.
um, honestly, stereotypes suck. They do, but like I said, I use it to my advantage sometimes. Another way that I use it to my advantage, I'm not gonna hold you. I know people think I'm not approachable, and I love
That's
it
how you get your
because I don't
peace
want
of
to talk
mind.
to you anyways. Like, it made my life a whole lot easier. That's one less person I have to talk to. Um,
Oh, my lord.
why you say why you say oh my lord?
That just
For
because we are
real,
in the
man.
media world and you don't be wanting to talk to people. You gotta talk to people. We literally are
No, see,
hosts.
here's the thing. I don't mind talking to people. It's let's just leave it at that. I don't mind talking to people. You guys could approach me. It's you guys are the ones that don't want to approach me. And when you don't approach
True.
me, I'm not gonna go out of my way. Like, I'll give you a head nod. I
Mm,
might smile and then let
mm.
you know, like, hey, the defense is not here. What's up? Say hello. You can stop fucking staring now. I am a real person,
You know what? I'll
but
ask you this because you know you see it on social media all the time. Finish my sentence. Black men deserve.
to be loved.
You don't think people love black men? First of all, I mean, I'll tell you one thing. The people who love black men the most are the ones that act like they don't love black men the most, okay? I'll tell you that. Okay? Some
I
people
don't
be
know.
loving some
Let me
chocolate.
see. Black men deserve. I would say they're flowers, but motherfucker try to destroy that shit. And I'm not talking like, and I'm not talking about the actual physical flowers, the
Yeah.
proverbial flowers, like, being poured into, being showered with, not showered, sprinkle. I'm not too much of that shit. Just give me a quick sprinkle, a couple words of affirmation. Cause I don't need that shit all the time. Cause then after a while, I start questioning it.
You
Like,
said showers and my mind went somewhere else, but go ahead.
oh my Jesus Christ, what's wrong with you? Who raised you? You know what? Let's close this thing out. Stereotypes aren't easy, people. Understand people takes effort. It takes
Mm,
a whole lot of effort. We can't
yes, it
just
does.
use just that one piece of information that we have is just a visual. We have to understand that behind what we see is an actual story. It's an actual
Mm,
human being.
mm.
The color of our skins is not all that we are. We can't control this. We
No,
cannot
no.
control the skin that we came out to. We cannot control the environment that we were raised in. We cannot control the people that raised us.
Right.
All we can control is when I see this human being over there that might
Mhm.
not dress the part, that might not look the part, they have a story on why they look or feel that way. They might just be comfortable. They
Yeah.
might have just wanted to run to the motherfucking store and not think twice about what they was wearing.
Mm,
Or maybe they're trying to fit in the environment that they're in at that moment. And if
mm.
they're working with a bunch of 20-year-olds that's wearing pajamas, hoodies and a jeans and some sneakers is
So set the
perfectly okay.
example.
Damn it.
Set the example.
They're
Be a
wearing
leader.
pajamas. I am
Be
already being a leader. I'm
no.
wearing denim pants with
Sounds
a
like you're being a
hoodie.
follower. Sounds like you're being a follower. You just said what but
Shot
anyway,
food da.
I wanna thank you all for listening with us, listening to Kevin rant about me judging him. If you agree that Kevin should wear a button up to work, let's do a poll. Listeners, if you think Kevin should wear a button up with slacks to work and post a picture, please put a fire emoji. If you think Shou should show up to work one day in jeans and a t-shirt and sneakers, put I don't know what emoji.
A heart emoji.
A heart emoji. And let's see who
But
wins this
here's the
battle.
thing.
Mhm.
I hope they pick you because you don't even own jeans. I hope they pick you.
I
I hope they pick you. Just and then when you guys make her wear the jeans and the hoodie and the sneakers, please make her show you her going shopping for this shit too because she don't own them. She don't own them. She's gonna be lost and distraught. To go to a party that was the theme was Tim's. She had to go shop for that, guys. And we up north.
It did. Thank you,
Please
Amazon
hit the
Prime.
heart emojis. Please hit the heart emojis. Heart it up. Heart it up, because I can't wait to see this. Because it ain't nothing for me to throw on a button up and some slacks and some shoes. It's nothing.
And I want to
The
picture with your student.
The code switch be crazy. For you, it's gonna be very difficult because you're very judgy on top of it. You're gonna be judging yourself going into work. And I want to see the pictures of you going into work too.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, I can't wait. Drop the heart emojis. Drop the heart emojis.
And you better not try to bribe nobody. You know what? I'm gonna go make sure your other handles don't count. You cannot. You are not allowed to vote.
What
Kevin.
are you talking about?
Exactly.
Never would I do anything of this matter.
You are such a liar. Anyway, guys, we understand that stereotypes are very uncomfortable, but these conversations are necessary. Growing up, they weren't as big of a deal as they are now. So since our goal is to educate and lead the next generation, but while we're building our legacy, it's very important that we have these conversations and we debunk these stereotypes so that the generation after us can move freely about the country. If you are watching on YouTube, leave a comment. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
And the heart.
In
any hot.
I don't even remember what I say for you. I said a fire. You can catch Roots to Realities on all streaming podcast platforms. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on social media. Share this episode with someone you know who needs it or not. Not needed. Not shared. This is why I don't do their calls out. This is why I don't. This is you. I don't know why I decided to jump the gun. See, stereotype. This is your job.
You made it way more difficult than it needed to be. Just share it with someone. Share it whether they agree or don't agree. Matter of fact, it's the people that don't agree you really want to share it with, because that's when the conversation really gets started. Because if we're all on the same wavelength, then we all saying the same thing and we all agreeing with each other. The way we really change anything in this world that we're living in is we got to talk to those that we don't agree with. I might not agree with you, but that don't mean I don't see you as a human being and we can't have a conversation. Let's have the conversation. Till then, stay rooted and stay in your reality. It's your boy Kevin B. the Brand alongside
your girl Shou the Vibe Enhancer.
Till next week, y'all. Peace.
Damn, you moved your microphone real fast away from your face. Like Jesus.